It's impossible to underestimate the Fab Four's influence on music and popular culture. Nearly half a century after coming together, the Beatles remain at #1 on Rolling Stone magazine's list of greatest artists of all time, having sold more than 1 billion records worldwide. According to the same magazine, their groundbreaking music and style helped define the 1960s. To this day, they remain the biggest-selling band in America. Concert promoter Sid Bernstein believes it was the group's charm and spirit that won over the notoriously tough-to-crack US market.
Here along came 4 guys full of mirth, merriment, songs that fitted the times and the needs of people their age, people just entering maturity. And they had a message that meant something for these teenagers.
Sid masterminded their historic concert at New York Stadium that took pop concerts from theaters into multi-thousand-seater sports arenas.
Their American debut at Carnegie Hall, which seats 2,830 people, to go from 2,830 to 55,000, and we turned people away from there too. So it was monumental.
The show opened with the Beatles performing Twist and Shout, not that anyone heard it. The PA sound system turned out to be no match for the hysterical screaming of the teenage girls who packed the stadium. Many of them needed to be carried out after fainting during the band's 30-minute drowned-out set. Not being able to hear themselves play was something that they'd had to get used to since Beatlemania had taken over the UK in 1963. In the wake of the release of their debut album, Please Please Me. After conquering the US the following year with the single I Wanna Hold Your Hand, they were on their way to becoming, as John Lennon put it, more popular than Jesus.
We meant more to kids than Jesus did, or religion at that time. I wasn't knocking it or putting it down, I was just saying it as a fact.
It was a fact that few could deny, as the lads from Liverpool struggled to come to terms with the relentless pursuit of obsessive fans.
Well, it seems to me that after your show, your real problems really begin. What's it like with these fans outside, Paul?
At first, it's murder, because you know it looks as though they're going to tear you apart. Once you get the hang of it, you get used to it, and I think it gets a bit easier.
Have you ever been in physical danger from your fans?
Well, occasionally, yes. Only when there's been a big mob, you know, a really big one. But usually they're quite nice if there's only a few at a time when you meet them.
Yeah. What is it? Do you deliberately try and create these sort of screaming reactions?
No, we just, you know, arrive at the theatre and they're always there waiting. And whenever we're doing a show, the police always come and say, don't look out the window, you know, because you excite them.
Local police squads were forced to carefully plan special security measures ahead of every scheduled public appearance. And more often than not, the boys travelled to gigs in police vans. Even on the way to and from the airport, they were swarmed by adoring fans. For the shyest and youngest member of the group, all the attention was rather overwhelming, especially when he turned 21.
4-foot-high cake and 52 bags of stuff to be looked through. So I can't say at the moment. I'd like to say thanks a lot anyway, you know, because, you know, thousands of people have sent me things. Thank you, everybody. Very nice.
At a civil reception in their hometown of Liverpool, one fan was so overcome in the crush, she had to be carried away on a stretcher, and police on horseback had to hold back the hordes as they made their way into the town hall. It was a similar story in France, Sweden, the US, and Germany. With the frenzy surrounding them showing no signs of letting up as the decade wore on, John, Paul, George and Ringo had to resort to searching for inner peace through the teachings of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. They ditched the pudding bowl haircuts and suits for long hair, jeans and flowing robes, and headed to India to study transcendental meditation. But no matter how far they ran, the media were never far behind, even in an ashram in India.